pages. I don't know if that's it or there's more. Is that printer on, Justin?
Is that printer on?
There should be 3 pages.
Okay, I got it.
3 pages, okay. Is the printer over here?
Yeah, it's printed out.
Oh, okay.
You should be getting 8 probably. Daisy, she should be sending 8. I think he needs 3.
He's saying Jacqueline may have sent you 8 forms because she thought.
You should be getting all 8. We just won't be doing all 8 today. Those 3 are the only ones. That's okay. Everybody share. Good, good. All right, while we're kind of waiting on some stuff, everyone go ahead and grab your phone, and we'll do this process where you kind of get to know me a little bit, and get on your IG and go ahead and look me up on IG, and start scrolling a little bit, check out some posts. Kenneth Authentic, KENNETHAUTHENTIK. Yeah, you can turn it down a little bit. Yeah. We're still just hanging out, so. Grab your Instagram, go ahead and check me out. Go ahead and scroll a little bit, see who I am, what I do. You're gonna see, yep, that's me, yep.
You do sure?
I do, yeah, we'll cover that. I've cheered for about 15 years now. Yeah.
He throws them up and all the crazy.
So as you're scrolling, we'll take the next 3 to 5 minutes. Go ahead and start writing down any questions that you might have just in what you're seeing. Topics you want to bring up. Cheerleading, bodybuilding, fitness, health, lifestyle, what you see and what I do. Any questions you see, go ahead and write them down. We're going to go over this. I'm going to be real honest with you. I don't think I can teach you a damn thing unless, 1, you guys trust me, 2, you guys know what I do and who I am, and then realistically I know a little bit about you guys. So we're going to spend the first probably 15 minutes getting to know each other to some extent. We're getting sheets printed and all that stuff. We'll get all that taken care of. Also, if you need to go potty or you need to like take a phone call or you need to like do anything along those lines, just stand up and step out. Don't raise your hand or like I'm not gonna release you. Like we don't gotta do like RR, nothing of that stuff for like bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom? Did they ever tell you no?
Just shake it.
Just sit there.
Hold it, man. Hold it.
No, I do not. No, I ate a ton.
You just don't follow it.
You're doing it wrong.
And yes, I do. Yes, yeah.
You like the gym Alpha Lab?
I work there. Yeah. So yes, I do. Yeah. No, I'm actually one of the managers. So I'm the manager at Alpha. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so since we're doing this and we've got some people kind of answering questions, the way that the questions are going to go are you have to raise your hand to some extent, like, hey, I have a question. You're going to tell me your name, what you do here, and something you are good at within the business. So your name, what you do, something you're good at within the business. So who has a question? Anybody? Wait, we can go over all these. Since we did Alpha Land, yeah, go with you. Yeah. Piece of paper.
Yeah.
My name is
So I
Jackie.
can write on.
I'm the office manager.
On Emily.
I'm good at athletes.
Cool. I'm Kenneth. Nice to meet you, Jackie. Who's
Can
next?
you repeat it out?
Yes.
You know it right there, here's the group player. That salesperson here. Anyways.
For the moment.
Once it gets on the roof, it can't.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my family, man. Love everyone in my group.
All right. What's your question?
My question is, you know what I'm saying, in social media, I'm big on social media,
Okay.
Instagram.
Cool. You got some questions on Instagram?
Yeah.
Cool. Social media. So we'll cover social media today. Hold on. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Who's next? Anybody? You got a tall, padded, dreaded dude in here. I'm supposed to teach you. You got some questions? What's up?
My name's Adam. I'm a salesman here.
Okay.
I just started a month ago. I think the best thing that I do is I try to learn as much knowledge as I can from everybody around me, and then I apply it out in the field. My question is just going to be how to better lead people. And so that's something that I think.
Cool. Yeah. I'm Ken. Nice to meet you, man. Lee. Cool. What else? Yeah.
I'm Mason Hughes, I'm the general manager. My strength is I'm a closer, and I'm gonna piggyback off him on how to be a better leader.
What about questions about me? Any questions about me? What do you want to know real fast?
Where you from?
Where I'm from, cool. So I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I got out of Oklahoma as fast as I could. I moved to Ohio where my sister was born, spent some time there. My dad moved to Texas, moved to Dallas. I was in first grade then, so I've grown up in North Texas, North Dallas. I grew up in the Colony, Frisco area. I was there when like 121 was a 2-lane road. 75 was 2-lane road. Yeah, there was a there was an old alcohol store. It's the only place that you could go at 75 and 121 to get alcohol out there. So it's like this one that looked like Vegas there at 75 and 121 back in the day. And there was a taco truck that my dad worked at Lowe's there, and you could get like the line was like 50 people long at lunch. It was so good. Yeah, so I grew up here in Dallas, this area. This is my space for sure. Any other questions?
I got a question.
Yeah. Name. Sorry, what you do?
Oh, my name is Luis Morales. I'm the roof doctor with Kennedy Premier Roofing. I'm the best salesman.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Yes, sir.
My name is Walter Garcia. Any question?
Yeah.
Well, first, what I'm good at being at the right place at the right time.
He's got great luck.
And my question is, breakdance.
Break dance. I'm kidding. Walter, nice to meet you. Break dance I cannot do. Cheerleading has got me where I can shake my ass a little bit, but break dancing is not there. Definitely not on the break dancing side. Prove it, huh? You and me both. I see you. Quiet guy. Prove it. Okay. Good. Your name then?
I'm Michael Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I'm a salesman here.
Love it.
My question is, well, I don't know what kind of answers you're doing.
Go
but
for it.
I got this neighbor that ran off with my check.
Okay.
Oh, how do I get that back?
Yeah,
You know
I got a
what
guy.
I'm saying?
I got a guy. Don't ask questions.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot you the address.
Perfect. Good. Nice to meet you, man.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How'd you become who you are today?
Oh, good. I thought we were gonna get there sooner or later. Okay. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah. So, how did I get here today? Shit. I'm 34 years old. I am what I currently call myself as a human elevation and performance coach. I specialize in human capacity. What the hell does that mean? Ooh, that means that ultimately I work with people who have some goal, some desire, some need in their life, and they don't know how to get there. And so I help them with tools, processes, and habits to be able to get them there. Cool? We go with that. How did I get here? I started playing sports at a very young age. Me and my dad had a weird relationship. I played sports. He liked it. I didn't play sports very well. He didn't like it. I got real good at playing real good because it limited the damage he would put down on me. Yeah. If I played real good, he got accolades in the little town. Other dads were like, "Ooh, that's your son." Yeah. And I got real good at that, man. I was good. Up early, dieting at an early age. I started sports speeds camp at 12, 13 years old. I was young, playing sports. Man, it was a job early, and I got good at it. Went and played some college ball, got hurt. Found drugs at that time. The pain at that moment in my life with the injury, pain pills became my way of dealing with. I was no longer the dad knew. Yeah? Cool. Got into cheerleading at that time. So now the son that dad got like for playing ball now became a cheerleader.
How did that happen? How did you get into cheerleading?
Yeah, I was dating a cheerleader at the time. I lost the scholarship. Why not? Come out to practice. Why not be on a team? No longer shower with all dudes. All of a sudden I'm on a co-ed team. Like, yeah, at that time that sounded good. Yeah. So I got into cheerleading. Got real good pretty quick. Same work ethic from football I put into cheerleading. I made Navarro, which is the Netflix cheerleading team. Yeah, I was there within about a year. So I was 19 years old. I was addicted to pain pills. I was good at cheerleading, and I was not making great decisions. From Navarro, I got recruited and ended up at Texas Tech. Spent some time at Texas Tech. Pain pills, I turned to cocaine and alcohol. Got real good at cocaine and alcohol and partying. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You like that? So I got to a point now in cheerleading where grades were good, I was performing, I was doing my thing, I was still addicted to pain pills. Now we had a coke and alcohol. I was so high at night that I then started drinking tequila to go to bed. Shit, now I can't get up in the morning because I still gotta go to class. So we start bumping key bumps in the morning, heading to class. Damn, 21 years old, I'm in a bad place. What the hell do you do? Yeah. So I ended up getting to a point where I got kicked off the Texas Tech team. Ended up in Dallas, spent some time in and out of my truck, just not making good decisions, finding couches to stay on, but was real lost. All that really kind of came from this idea of I had so much identity built up into like that young dude playing sport. When that fell apart and I got injured and all of a sudden I found pain pills, I got lost real quick. Now how do I stand in front of you guys doing what I do here, yes? So at that time I started a fitness business called Plan A. I didn't have a plan B. Why? Because I was just trying to get over alcohol, trying to get over addiction. There was no way I was going to go back to that lifestyle if I was going to give it up. So I started a training business called Plan A. No backup plan. Drugs and alcohol, I knew where that was taking me, but I was going to change it. I was 22 years old. 22 years old, I listened to the video you guys listened to yesterday. Yeah. So if you guys look on that YouTube, that was 12 years ago. You guys know who that speaker is? Oh shit, you guys know his career now. Yes. So at that time, he was doing Thank God It's Mondays on YouTube. If you listened to him that long ago, he was just putting videos out, just starting, putting videos, boom, 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 yeah. Man, he was killing it, right? So I get inspired. I got no plan B, running a fitness business. Eric Thomas is like driving my thing, you know. He's like no backup plan. Like he's the dude that's like energy, 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 energy. So I'll show you a video here where I start kind of my speaking career in that same style of energy. You're gonna see this young dude, 23 years old at this time. I'm about 18 months away from an addiction. And you're going to hear and see a very different Kenneth than you see here. No dreads, minimal tats. No, not my house.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? I'm excited. It's my first big personal series today. And today is your first episode of what I want to call Now. No opportunities wasted. And I'm coming to you this early this morning Guys, it's actually about 4:45 in the morning. I've been up now for a little over an hour. And guys, I'm just coming to you, talking to you. Today is going to be breaking it down on for what now is about. What no opportunity wasted is about. So guys, I come to you this morning and I've been up since about 3:45, 3:50 this morning, and I went to bed early last night. I went to bed about 9:15. And guys, I come to you because there's something different. There's something that I realized.
So that's about 18 months sober. That's sober.
Probably feeling good.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm off pain pills, I'm off coke, I'm off alcohol. I've actually slept, which I hadn't done at that time for about 4 years in my life. Man, bedtime. What the hell is that, right?
That's 3 scoops of pre-workout right there.
Yeah. C4. So that's at 4:45, and I look back at that video, and you'll kind of catch up to where we are now, and you'll go, damn, how did we get from there to this dude? At that time, I had what Eric Thomas talks about. I had that why, that drive. I had to get out of an addiction. And that was going to be the energy that got me out of the addiction and started me down the process that I moved from Plan A to now my business is called Authentic. And at that time, I was still the version that my dad wanted. I was still the version growing up. My Backstreet Boy haircut is the way I grew up. That haircut had been the way that my dad had cut my hair since I was about 8. I was some version that everyone else wanted me to be. And I was on the right path and I was getting out of my addiction, but I wasn't yet this dude. So this guy right here with a little bit of not too extreme backstory, just due to the way that my dad had beat on me as a young dude, I had chosen life partners that all were also pretty physically abusive. So this guy was in a relationship with a pretty abusive woman in Frisco. Spent about 3 years with her, ended up leaving at about 25 and going back to school at Sam Houston, where I cheered and finished my last bit of school before I finished in cheerleading. That was 2016 and 17. 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Yes, 8 years ago now. I started the dreads at that point. Tats, yeah, double sleeved. This started coming out. And I started realizing that I was going to have to start showing up the way that I wanted to show up if I was going to start really making what I wanted to show up in my life a reality. Does that make sense? Yes. So I'm going to have to start showing up in an authentic manner, or else I'm just going to be the version of someone else walking around here making my life really not my life. I'm just some other version of someone else wanting me to do what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Everybody on the same page here? Yes? Picking up what I'm putting down. And I'm kind of going through this extensive because I need you to really know who is standing in front of you, because you don't know me. When the hell are you supposed to listen to me? You guys have families and bills, and you guys have stuff that you're supposed to pay for, and you came to a job that is supposed to give you money to go back and take care of what is important to you, and I got hired to stand up here and hopefully help you do that better. Why are you supposed to trust me? Why the hell would you do anything that I say? I'm not in roofing. You just saw my Instagram. I'm in cheerleading and fitness. What the hell am I supposed to teach you, right? Well, I came up this last year with what I call the human SOP, which is the superior operating procedures. And what I ended up doing is I took a very extensive process that I call the self-audit. And I looked back and I figured out what got this guy to this. And I had to go to figure out the tools that I use day in and day out that be able to get what I am doing now, standing in front of you, speaking, running my mouth, hopefully being able to say some shit that you're like, this is great. And you're gonna go into work next week and you're gonna supposedly do better. Yeah? And your wife and your husband or your daughter or your parents or your kids are supposed to see some different version of you after I leave today. Yeah? Cool, it feels warm and fuzzy. But unless I give you some level of tools up here, and I turn this level of energy into some level of where you can walk out, and it's not just something warm and fuzzy, then I'm useless and I was wasting money for your bosses to ultimately hire. We good on that same page? Yes, I'm gonna speak as like with you as a boss. I am not rah-rah. I am not Eric Thomas. I am not this guy. I am here to produce change. I work with humans. I get people to be able to do what they are not currently able to do in a short amount of time. I produce change. If you work with me, you see an ROI. What does ROI mean? Return on investment. So right now, your bosses have made the investment. You currently are sitting here and you're currently making the investment to hopefully be able to make next week better than last week was. Does that make sense? Yes? I have a 6-week process that I will be going through with Daisy and Eric. You guys will be included in that 6-week process. If you guys do not buy into what's going on in the next 6 weeks, you are gonna think I'm some woo-woo, whoopie-doopie guy that came in here with dreads and I absolutely taught you nothing and this was a waste of your time. If you buy in though, and you really dive into the worksheets that I give you and I get you to do the questions and today you actually kind of loosen up a little bit and we interact and we do some teaching, then we'll actually get somewhere and I can say that you guys will start to see up to 10, 25, 30, 40% return on investment in what you are currently doing. I'm going to teach you how to do what you're doing better. I'm going to teach you how to spend your time in a more efficient manner. I'm going to be able to teach you how to be more fulfilled, happier in what you're doing, and over time, you are going to go to see a return on investment. That is money. If you do not see more money, that was a waste of your time. Yes, are we good with that? Are we on the same page? Yes? Cool. We're going to start with why. What is some people's why? Start blurting it out. Family. Money. Let's sit on family for a minute. What about family?
Loved ones.
Cool, what else?
Provide for them.
Provide for them. Okay, what else?
Time.
Ooh, time. What else?
Bills.
Okay.
A good question is, how do I get
What else?
trading?
Food.
A better question is,
Okay,
how
what
do I
else?
profit?
Security.
Happiness.
Okay, what else?
Health.
Okay, what else?
Investing into your kids.
Okay. All of these, I want you to really start listening as I'm asking what else, what else, what else. Realistically, not for you to continue to give me answers, but for your team to start learning you guys. Every answer that this person just said is what's important to them. So if someone said health, probably someone in their life is unhealthy, needing health security, have kids, needing health insurance. Someone says time, they're wanting to spend more time with them. So the answers that your teammates right now are saying is a whole hell of a lot more important. So don't just listen, don't just let these words hit your ears and not do anything. They're telling you what's important to them.
Hey guys, just take one of each packet that we're taking, we'll
Yes.
pass it around.
Yeah.
All right?
Cool.
Just one.
Just one of each packet.
Okay. Other than family, what else? What's your why? Why did you come up here today? Yourself.
To be better. Life change.
Yourself. Be better. Yeah, what else?
Solutions.
Solutions. Cool. What else? Motivation. Cool. What else?
Discipline.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna paint a picture of who these people are right now. If I was to say or ask you guys, what is the entity in this world right now that you could probably say is like the largest family in the world? What were we looking at? You can probably take a guess what I'm looking at here.
Human.
Military. Military is a very special family. Military, they work on what's called a command and respond technique. A command and respond technique. Go ahead and write that down. Command and respond technique. So command and respond techniques are work in a sense that when I command, you respond. It's very simple in the word, right? Like I keep this stuff simple. Command and respond. So when we are in the field, and military, ultimately, I want you to think is chaos. The field is chaos. So when we are in chaos, leaders want to be able to give a command and you respond. Yes? How does that work? That works built on trust. Trust is actually not built on the field. It is built here. So what we are doing today is we are building this trust here. We are building this connection. I'm going to use the word love a lot today. So we are building love right now to where your salespeople bring in the money, your people who end up doing the service show up and they deliver the service that you're doing. Your office people are handling your office people. You guys are building trust here today. So when the time comes that you guys are out in the field and your leaders command, you do what?
Respond.
Oh, good. There's some interaction. So when your leaders command, you respond. But that only works if we build trust. So today, guys, open those hearts and know that we are building trust today. We are trying to build a team, a family, a group that is similar to a military group. When this video right here is going to be a perfect representation, Marcus Luttrell, do you guys know who that is? Yes, that is the guy Mark Wahlberg plays in Lone Survivor. Who has seen Lone Survivor? Cool. I'm going to kind of put up front, this video is, he describes it in a very kind of, yeah, he doesn't hold back in this video. So if this is a little intense for you, I apologize. If you need to step out, I understand.
Everyone get the correct pictures?
Everybody get all the documents?
I hope so.
One section of 3 pages.
Okay, so you're on command and respond while this is still coming up.
It's like 7 pages.
I got 4, bro.
That's okay, that's okay, we'll get all of them.
Are you trying to fund it back?
There's 4.
It's 7.
There was one where it was like 3 years.
We'll go over the sheets, I promise. We'll get to the sheets, we'll get there. We got a lot of time today. So you have command and respond that is built on trust. Next thing under command and respond is no rebuttal. Put no rebuttal.
I got 4, bro.
That's okay. I will get all the sheets to you. It's on an email. We'll print it out to you. If you are taking notes under your command and respond, your next is going to be no rebuttal. Why would I say that the next is no rebuttal? And who do you think I'm talking about when I put in no rebuttal? And that was built on trust. Yes, so I first am starting the foundation that this has to be built on trust. If we build in trust, we then move into a command and responders. Okay? That's where our next steps are. When we go to a command and respond and you go to a no rebuttal, the next step is leader has to then take 100% responsibility. If you are going to do no rebuttal, your leader then takes 100% responsibility. Does that make sense? We on board? My leaders, yes? GM, we on board, yes? So if they take 100% responsibility and you end up getting the negative response, how do you end up going back to your leader and going, hey, I went no rebuttal. It didn't work out for me. What's your action? What's your play to word? What's your call to action? What's your next step? As the leader, when you own those situations, what do you do from the trust standpoint? Build it. So now you went no rebuttal. You went 100% responsibility. You went own the action. You then gave the next action for next game plan. Does that make sense? Yes? We continue to move forward in this process. I bring up the military because in this, you're going to see him tell a story. If you guys remember the movie, you guys remember when they get caught up and they start rolling down the hill and it goes bad quick? Yes? Marcus Luttrell ends up sharing this story where as the process unfolds, he's telling this story, and then this happened, and then I owned this, and then this happened, and then I owned this, and then this happened, and then I own this. This is how I want today and us moving forward to start really moving into this command and respond leadership through what we learned today. Cool? Here we go.
Well, you've seen the movie that fall we did. This is where it all starts, right there. We pinballed through this growing trees for about 200 yards. I landed on my back. I broke my back in multiple places, broke my pelvis, and Mikey landed on his face. I remember he crushed his face pretty bad, because when he sat up and looked at me, it was, all bloody or whatever, and turned around. Well, that's when they hit us with the rockets, mortars, and our world just kind of started blowing up around us. Well, it was time to go to work. All right, and at no point in time was any of my teammates afraid of anything. At no point in time did anybody stall in the door, so to speak.
What have we covered so far? Trust. Shit hit the fan. Now what? Yes, this is this moment right here. I'm going to be as brutally honest as possible. When I started talking with Daisy and Eric, this is not the number of people that were under the payroll at that time. They had a game plan. I'm going to grow a team. We've now grown a team. We're now sitting in leadership. We're now learning and training, and we're going, all right, shit's hit the fan. We now got to go out next week and we got to start producing. Now what? Respond. Like it's here. So this is that moment where they have commanded. Here's training. This is respond. Show the hell up today. If you show up today, now all of a sudden the commas in the bank account starts going up. And the things that you guys just told me in your whys, you get to start providing more security, more time, more health, more family, more growth, more everything. If you dive in today and you respond, all of a sudden you're going to get the response. Your leaders are already showing you, I'm here to invest in you guys. Shit has hit the fan. It is time to go. Okay? No more like, oh, we'll get there next week. And like, oh, like, I'll get there tomorrow. Shit has hit the fan. It's time to go. We are here to start making moves.
They didn't kind of back up and say, hey, I don't want to be in this. It was, hey, this is what we're here to do. Let's do this. About an hour and a half into this gun battle, Danny had broken both his femurs. He had a compound fracture on one of his tip pins and get shot 4 times, I know. So I was dragging. In the movie, they kind of portrayed this the right way, but except for one piece, and that's where we were separated. He didn't die alone. And all my guys that got killed, I was right there. Why?
When I pressed unpause, what was the first thing he said? How long was the gunfight?
An hour and a half.
How many of y'all are tired of knocking doors in an hour and a half?
Damn.
How many have tried?
Are you tired? You tired after
Tired
an hour and a half?
Scooter.
Yeah.
They were in a gunfight for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Cool. Yes? Cool. Here's the thing. You guys just told me your family is your why. You're tired after 90 minutes. Is it really? Food, bills, shit's expensive. 3 years ago, 90 minutes wasn't as bad. Inflation's gone up, 90 minutes is now more expensive. Are you doing what you need to do? Gun battle for 90 minutes, dude's tip fit, like blown out, shot 4 times, I'm dragging the guy. Guys, as you're listening to this video, this family right here has built something where not a single one of them has quit on the other through hell.
Came up over my shoulder to take the brunt of this fall. And when I turned around to take the fall, I spun him right into a bullet. I shot him right in the back of the head, blew his head off. Killed him right then and there. Well, I wasn't ready for his dead weight. When he fell over the top of me, it collapsed me. And I flipped off of this rock embankment and face planted into this boulder. I broke my nose real bad, shoved it through my face actually, and I bit my tongue in half and I swallowed it. And it totally incapacitated me. I was on all fours. I mean, like a bitch trying to throw that thing up, man. I finally got it up. I put it in between my teeth and bit down on it again so I wouldn't swallow it. And Mikey was out on this boulder, just like the movie. He was out on this, no cover, no nothing, and crawled out to this embankment to make our sat phone call. He was sitting up and took 2 rounds to the chest, spun him like a top, dropped him on his face.
For y'all who have seen the movie, Mikey, and this in like leadership and roles is the highest rank. He's also the guy right now that has the ability to call out for help. Let's walk through this. I'm Mikey, and I see that out there is a place that I can probably call for help, but there's no cover. If I go out there, what's probably going to happen?
I'm gonna die, huh?
But if we're on the command and respond, and my team trusts me like I know they do, what do they expect me to do? Leaders, are you guys doing it like that? You guys look out there and go, I know I'm probably gonna get shot, but I'm gonna take it because if I go out there and I'm able to call, my team is going to be able to do X, Y, or Z. So what does he do? He goes out there. Because him going out there, if everyone else sees the leader go out there knowing that they're going to get shot, now how motivated do they get by watching the leader do the sacrifice game? Shit. So what if our leaders stopped looking at it as, this is who I'm in control of, this is who I am leading? You actually look at it as, this is who I'm serving. This is who I'm sacrificing myself for your betterment. Leaders, that is your job. You are meant to sacrifice yourself for them, because remember, we built the command and response. They're going to simply shut up and do what I tell them to do if they know I'm always going to go out there.
And this bothered me. He was my best friend. Had been for a long time. We've been through a lot of stuff together. I mean, I loved him. I never told him I loved him while he was alive, because guys really don't do that. But I'll see him again soon. Probably one of the first things I tell him. And then he started screaming.
Kimba and I have known each other for less than 6 months. We got really good. I spoke at one of our conferences, and in that capacity, we started doing a lot of work together, and I started, she's probably one of my closest friends. And I have probably 10 or 15 people that are similar to her in my life. And probably once, twice, 3 times every week or so, I will message all of them and I will simply tell them I love them. And this is the response and reason that I did, is because, can you imagine, the military guys did so much like, yo, I'm a man, that I'm not gonna tell the other guy that I love him because, like, we're men, but like they're willing to do that. I wasn't going to allow that. And you guys don't have to get to that point, but what I'm telling you is the people that are important in my life regularly know how important they are due to my words, due to my actions, due to my responsibilities. Kimba knows that because she has watched me work, no matter how shitty my life is, no matter how tough my life is, my habits, I will be getting up at 4 a.m. still. I will still be doing my workouts. I will still be doing my dieting. I will still be doing this. And they know that I love them, and in response, they're gonna hold me to the standard because of this love thing that I'm building. Yes? You guys get what I'm kind of getting there? Command and respond. Yes, you respond. I'll sacrifice for you. That'll empower you to be more of you. You kind of see how I'm building this like love thing here? Yeah? This is what I'm talking about. As a family can love each other like the military loves each other.
In his area, a lot of RPGs, and then they were laying it on him pretty hard. But I couldn't get to him, it was too steep. And he had that sat phone up next to his ear, and he got shot right between the shoulder blades, dropped him out on his face. Normally, to break a Navy SEAL, you have to kill us. That's why we make it into our training, that's why we call ourselves SEALs, because the only way you're gonna break us is to kill us. I snapped right there, like a twig, like a little bitch. I couldn't stand to hear him die. They killed him. I never saw him again, ever. My pop.
He just said that as SEALs, you're gonna have to kill us. Yes, they did like this. If you're a SEAL, you're gonna have to do this for us to quit. You guys didn't see how he did that comparison? Yeah. In roofing, every time I see like a new ad, or every time I see one of those things, you guys always see 6 figures? I was like, come into roofing, you make 6 figures. Like, it's just like sitting around here, like, hey, just 6 figures there. Come work for us, here's 6 figures. It's like, just happens. Bullshit, okay? This is kind of a club. So if we're gonna do the 100,000 club, similar to the SEALs, do you think that this guy quits after 3 hours of knocking on doors? You
No,
got
he-
it.
Still work right now. Every day. So I'm a Marine, he's a Marine, and he's in the Navy. So everything I hear, man, I used to have PTSD real bad. I couldn't watch this. But it's like I tell everybody here, it's a family, man. You know, that's half a mile roofs, I think, you veterans, and it's like, you know, the doors, you relate.
See you. Do you guys see that? This is that. You guys get that?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's how we kind of do this. This is a club, guys. This takes this capacity where, like, I don't quit on my kids. I don't quit on my wife. I don't quit on my family. I don't quit on my boss. I don't quit on the goal. I don't quit on the calls. I don't quit on the whatever the hell you need to do. This is the SEAL Club that I'm trying to get to the point where, like, guys, you guys see what it takes. It takes this level of response from your leaders. It takes this level of commitment for your leaders. It takes this level of, like, I care about you guys from your leaders. And then you guys respond. They go back out and get shot. And I say, okay, let's game plan. Let's do this one. You guys go out and respond. They get shot. Yes? Work that way. Love on each other that way.
Axe. He was a couple 100 yards below me, and an RPG hit behind me. Separated us. Blew him one way, blew me another. I never saw him again for the rest of my life. It knocked me out again. When I came to, I was laid over the back side of this rock. I was upside down. My pants, med gear, kit, GPS, compass, all that stuff was gone. I had a harness on, had one magazine with 11 rounds in it.
Okay, let's pause there. How's everybody doing so far? Video, question, thoughts, responses, anything? Anything coming up for anybody? Yeah.
I haven't seen this movie.
Yep.
I want to see it.
Yep.
How's the movie?
10 years?
10 years? Oh, yeah.
10 years, yes. Yeah. Something along those lines? Yeah. So do you know the storyline of it? Cool. These guys are, there's about 6 or 7 of them. They get sent out on a info situation. And there's...
Well, who's that fighting against? You right?
Yeah, the Taliban.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're watching the Taliban, and some goat villagers come up the hill and see them. And they have to decide whether or not they're going to kill them or not. And from the United States, from rules of war, they're not allowed to. They have no infringement, there's no guns, there's no danger, they're not allowed to. They will get in trouble if they do, so they let them go. Then they watch the little dude run all the way down and tell them. So they know right there at that moment, they're like, we gotta get out of there. 6 dudes just start taking off. They start hearing the guys come after them. So Marcus Luttrell ends up being the only survivor that ends up happening, lone survivor. He's gonna end up kind of finishing his story of ultimately what ended up happening from the race and then ultimately how he survived.
Someone had one magazine with 11 rounds in it. I went out there with 13 magazines of 30 rounds. I rolled over, I was paralyzed from the waist down. I started crawling, using my elbow to start pulling myself through the dirt into the side of this ravine. Well, I got up, man, the sun was going down. And I started to crawl. Well, I was in bad shape. I was dying. I didn't know what to do. And I was laying in this tree, looking at the moon, and feeling sorry for myself. I must have laid in. I was thinking my brother's a Navy SEAL too. I got a twin brother, he's a Navy SEAL. And I was thinking about him a lot, my teammates, and everything that all the training that I'd been through. And I laid there, I was like, just being a bitch, get up, let's go. That's exactly what I said. What was I gonna do, lay down there and die? I wasn't gonna do that. I definitely wasn't gonna feel sorry for myself. And I kept thinking, I was like, all right, I'm still alive, man. I'm alive. I mean, they fought and died. I'm still alive. So the mission's still on. Let's go.
Let's go.
You asked who I am. So when I go home today, I'm gonna go home to a home where my general manager of my business and his wife and his daughter, she's 5, her name's Brooklyn, they live with me. And it was me and my ex-wife's home. My ex-wife moved out in March. I'm currently going through a divorce. And that family lives with me, and I'm going home, and I'm currently in a situation where I just got the job at Alphalin, and I'm becoming their group training coordinator and community response. So I'm going in to grow a community, this process within Alphalin. So I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna look for an apartment, and I'm gonna kind of go do life on my own. And guys, this year through this divorce has probably been one of the hardest years of my life. When I asked you guys what your why was a year ago, I would have told you this beautiful blonde woman, double tatted sleeves. She was my breathing existence. When I got up in the morning at 4 a.m. every morning, I would get up. She enjoyed booty rubbing, so I was rubbing her butt. Nice. 4 a.m. every morning. It was dope. And it'd get my ass out of bed real quick, knowing that thing was laying in bed. And then one day, that thing decided that it didn't want to spend any more time with me. And my why walked out of my door. And I felt paralyzed. And then if I was real honest with myself, and I was a human elevation performance coach, ex-addict, I'm supposed to stand up here and like teach y'all some shit. And then all of a sudden through my divorce, I ended up back on that side of a bar, back on that side of a Coke bag, and I'm back on that side of the addiction. Am I any different now going through hell than I was 10 years ago? No, not at all. So now, as I'm going through hell, we're going to go over this kind of process, the how, the SOP. I'm going to end up giving you guys the tools. The tools are not going to be easy. The tools are meant to teach you how to do shit when your pants are around your legs, you're out of bullets, you're paralyzed, and you've got to start crawling to survive through the situation. That's what my tools are today. I am here to teach you how to do it correct when that shit's hard. You guys can do it when it's easy, right? When you're making 100K, every single person's buying a roof, and everything's going great, and people are responding, and you're getting no terrible customer service calls, man, that shit is great. It feels amazing. Cool, yep. It feels amazing. But when it's hard, and you gotta say, let's go, that feels warm and fuzzy unless you got some tools to actually be able to make that shit happen. So that's where we're gonna end today. Does that work with you guys? Yes? Let's finish this video up.
So I reached out and I grabbed a rock. And I reached out as far as I could and I drew a line in the dirt in front. I was like, I'm gonna crawl that to my feet hit it. If I'm still alive, I'm gonna do it again. And that's what I did. I'd draw a line, crawl to it, my feet would hit it. I'd fall down a hill, I'd crawl up another hill, I'd draw another line. And I did that for 7 miles.
If you know what a track is, that's
there,
28 laps.
Down there, and every time
Crawling 28 laps around a track.
That's not an option, right? That's not what I am. You understand what I mean? So if I'm a Navy SEAL, I'm a gunfighter, I'm a warfighter, and if I get shot and I can pick myself up, I'm gonna pick myself up and you shoot me again and kill me. Basically, I'm not gonna stop. Ever, period. Until you take everything away from you, strip it all away. That's the way we're trained. From the day you go into training, they take away everything that you are and that you ever were, and they mold you back up to what they want you to be. Except the fact that you're a football player. So why in the hell would something prevent you from doing that and doing what you're supposed to be doing on the field? That wasn't my job. Navy SEAL wasn't my job. That's what I am. You're a damn football player and a good one. That's what you are. It's not what you do. And if you're a part of something to where your whole livelihood and everything you depends on another man, that's where that bond comes from. Everybody knows that a bond is forged in adversity, right? But rely on each other, man. Love each other as a team. Ain't nobody out here that you ain't willing to sacrifice everything for. Every day, man. What do you got? You got some. You're gonna walk through me, man. You better bring some help. That's what you gotta think. Because I got my boys right here. We're about to find out who's what. That's what you gotta be, man. It's gonna take everything you got to get together into this deal. But pray to God you put the work in, because I have.
Thoughts, responses? Yeah, good, yeah. Come on, Marcus. Anybody? Anything?
Well, I think creating the family and the trust in any situation, whether it's a workplace, your family, your friends, is very important, because I think it's just very egoistic to think you can do everything on your own. And we can't. We're not designed to do everything on our own. We're designed to get support and love from others that builds that individual up. And that's what we all need to feed off of each other. you know, one person may be better at this, and this is what we're assigned to do this, and that's why that person is assigned to do that, to help the whole group.
I think this relates a lot to the video we saw a couple weeks ago where it was one more door. When we're tired at the end of the day, the sun's going down, we don't wanna bother nobody, but we think of our why, our family at home, that one more door could be the difference of going home with nothing in our pockets to $5,000 in a couple weeks.
Anything else?
I think I like at the end how he said, you know, like, it's not like his job, it is who he is.
Yeah.
Like he lives it as one, not, he doesn't see it as a separate role. It's like who he is.
I'll take it there, Daisy. So I wrote, I am. He said, I am a Marine. I am a SEAL. It's not what I do, it is who I am. First kind of moment of journaling, which you guys, I want you to do. I'll give you guys about 3 to 5 minutes. I want you to write down, I am. And I want you to answer that. And as many things as you can think of. I am a father, I am a mother, I am a brother, I am a provider, I am a listener, I am a carer, I am. As many as you can get out. And then I want you at the end, when you can't think of anything else, I want you to put your job title that you are here. I am a sales guy. And so if you then are, I am a sales guy, how does this sales guy, how does the manager, how does the office, how does that person show up as the things above in their job role? I am. I am. I am. Give me about 60 more seconds, 90 more seconds. I am.
After the
All right, so let's go over how we're going to do this next exercise. Anybody need to go to the bathroom and take a break? Feel free to kind of do this. It's going to be somewhat of a little bit of an icebreaker, give everybody a little bit of energy. So we're going to start this, and I have an invisible basketball. Cool? So I have an invisible basketball, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to say some things that I am. And then I am going to pass the ball to somebody, and I'm going to do it in some energetic way. Boom. And the type of energy that I give to you is the way that you have to receive the ball. Does that make sense? Yes? So let's practice.
No break dancing,
Cool. So what you're going to do, I am. And so I have this basketball, and we'll practice. Me and Noe will practice here. So I'm going to do 2 different energies, and he's going to catch it in the way that I end up passing. Noe, my man, will you do this? So the rules is I'm going to pass you this invisible basketball. And I'm going to pass it to you in an energetic way that you're going to have to receive it in the same way. Okay? So here's one right now. So you have to receive it in the same way. Yeah. How about this one? Ooh, did he receive it in the same way?
Yeah. Better.
Yeah. So I want you to send it to me in the energy. I'm going to match it, okay? Send me something different. Send me something different.
Send him a Kamehameha.
Brett Favre.
Send me something different.
Come on, Goku.
Send me something different. Okay, you guys get what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So I'm matching his energy. Okay, I heard Goku, so let me do my best Goku real fast. Okay. Hey, can you match it? You gonna catch a Goku like that? You gonna catch Goku like that?
Hey, I'm gonna wish him back.
Ain't that right?
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. You should have got through the wall.
So you guys get what I'm doing here? Yes? Okay, so I'm gonna start off I am, and then I'm gonna pass it to somebody. I do know Mason's name, so I'm gonna do Mason because I know Mason's name for sure. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pass it to him, and he's gonna say I am, say some things, and then he's gonna say someone's name. They're gonna stand up and they're gonna catch his invisible basketball. Cool? We're gonna hear some I ams. Cool? I am pure love. When I exist with people, when I hold space for people, when I show up in this world, I am pure love.
I am a father, son, a door knocker, and a friend. Eric.
I am a father, husband, brother, son, friend, leader, provider, safe place, and I'm sober.
Yeah, watch it.
Okay. I am whatever you say I am.
I do something.
I am a badass. I am a father. I'm a husband. I'm a taco producer. I am a sales rep. Noe, you ready? You ready?
I'm a soldier, I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm a leader, I'm a fucking mate. Roof doctor.
I am a husband,
of those things. I am also none of those things. You guys should show up the way you guys just talked about because it's who you are. Not because you're a wife, because your husband expects you to. Or not because your kids expect you to be a father. Or your family expects you to be a son or a brother or a daughter. You should do those because that's the quality of person you are. I very intentionally describe myself as I am pure love. Because when I was a husband, I showed up as love. When I'm a business owner, I show up as love. When I am a person standing up here, I'm sharing love with you guys. When I'm a friend, I'm sharing love with you guys. I am something that is all of those things at all times. You shouldn't be a good father and a bad salesperson, or a good salesperson and a shitty father. You should be high caliber because that's who you are. So when I gave up the addiction, like, yeah, cool, I don't even really keep my sober date anymore because like I wasn't ever really an addict. I was a dude who had some shit that wasn't really able to deal with it, and I dealt with it by being able to regulate myself with drugs and alcohol. I wasn't really an addict. I am all of those things. And at the same time, I am none of those things. Because there's going to be a time when I was a husband, the husband version of myself, when I said I am a husband, no longer knew what to do when I no longer was a husband. And does that mean I could just drop the ball? No. I have some clients that are parents that have lost kids. Does that mean you just get to go back to the addiction? There's some kids who have lost parents. Some of y'all have probably lost a parent at a time in your life when you probably needed a parent. Was it an excuse to become an addict? Or be a terrible parent? Or a shitty employee? Well, my parents died. Well, this happened. Well, what about this? Now you have become your trauma. So now you are the salesperson with the trauma. I want you to write this down under I am in the big giant list. I want you to circle it and I want you to say in giant stars, I am all of this and I am none of this. Raise the standard for yourself. Raise the standard because it's the level and the type and the standard of person you are. Start working that way in all of your life. Human SOP covers 8 pillars of your life, from financial to spiritual to emotional to self-auditing to tools, habits, and processes. You have to raise the standard for your entire self, not just because I am one of those. Covered a lot so far, yeah? Ran my mouth a little bit, we saw some military stuff. We did some I am, I put some weird woo-woo music on. What the hell is I doing? Yeah? Yeah, we went from Cardi B to this. Does anybody know why I'm playing this music?
Let's get
Calming.
What is this music doing?
Relax.
Cool. What does relaxing do for us? Take your guard down. Cool. Yeah. Who would understand the word that I say when I say state? Do you know what your state is? Like your internal state, the state of your body. Yes, the state of your brain. Cool. So when you go up to a door, you know what I'm talking about.
That would be
Yeah. How's your state? How was my state there?
Anxious.
I was a little nervous. Yeah. The thing was a little puckered. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yes. Do you think the person on the other side of the door felt that?
Yes.
Hell yeah. And so when you go, hey, I would like to check out your room. Can I have some money? I'm like, thanks, not today. Yeah. They're like, you know, my dog. And you're like, there ain't no dog back there. Yeah, I know. They give me some bullshit reason. And it had to do with your state. What about this? Hi, how are you? My name is Kenneth. I'm here with... Does it really matter what I say? No. I'm here. I'm this. Yes, my state. It doesn't matter what the hell I'm selling, right? There was a time in my life where I did vacuums. Yeah. Kirby? Yeah. That thing was heavy. vacuum demo for you, please?
That was you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, you go in and you like grab their couch and you're like talking to them. See all that dirt? See how dirty your house is? You need this vacuum.
We can finance it for that.
I was in Lubbock, so it was kind of this size. Yeah. Coked out of my mind. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I must be something right? Yes, I told you, tequila and Coke. How do you else get through vacuums at that time? Yeah, right. This music is one of the tools when we start talking about state. I want you to start using music for your capacity and tool to put you into an eternal state. Yes? Y'all laugh. This music is calming, but what about like your pregame music? Y'all know like that lifting music? Yeah. Yo, you got that lifting, that playlist. Like get you to that place, yes? Start using that when you're selling. Start using that when you're in the office. Start using that when you're interacting with people. She laughs, but I have music or some level of earphone or like something in all the time. I'm like talking and I have this music here because I'm like calm. I'm in a state that's like ready to chat with you guys the whole time. We were riding over here and I was like listening. I was like putting myself in this state. And I was like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I was good. I was hitting it. It was great because I needed to put myself into a state where I could now perform for you guys. Does that make sense? Yes. So this music ended up putting you guys into a scenario when I ask I am. This is what is called a internal. We can go with a few, but root chakra. Anybody know about chakras? Yes? Cool. Yeah. Ultimately, that's just energy points in your body that run on different vibrations. So when you hear different music, it puts something else. You can put brain music. So you know that music like gets you like ready to study. That's brain music. Yeah, that's different than this music. This music's heart music. Cool. When you were listening to the military music, you didn't realize, but it's kind of this little playful music, but it has some military stuff in the back. It's what's called storytelling music. It's energy to go to get you to receive, so you're open to what's happening. Okay? I want you to start being able to move to a place where you are able to understand your needs for your desired goals. This is where we're going to move to BU. Write BU in your notebook. BU. BEYOU. Separated with periods. I probably put it vertical. This is going to be an acronym. Who knows what an acronym is? Tell me what an acronym is.
It takes a word and it describes each letter describes a certain part of that word.
Yeah. So like if I was to do roofing, yes. R would stand for something, O would stand for something, O would stand for something, F would stand for something. There you go, EDPR. There we go. Evolve, discipline, persistence, relation. I love that. Nice. So BU is my acronym for how to start getting yourself to look within. That's why we're going number 2. I got y'all warm and fuzzy on the family, and now I'm going to dive into you. BU. B stands for build a big dream. Throw out a big dream as it pertains to you in roofing right now. Let's throw out some big dreams. What is a big dream that y'all have?
Be successful.
Be successful. Cool. What the hell is that? What's success? Is that like 4K? Is that like 9K? Is that like 22K?
I want to sell a multi-million-dollar deal.
Billion right now.
On that board right there.
Everybody wants that Rolex.
Ooh, Rolex.
Rolex.
Want that Rolex.
That Rolex is a symbol of success.
Yeah. So right now the Rolex, is Rolex our big dream right now? Are we good with that statement? Yes. Is it currently big enough to get you out of bed and go knock on 225 doors a day?
No.
It's not big enough.
I just want to be able to have all my bills on auto pay and not worry about it.
Bills. Ooh,
Yeah.
Bills. So like, electricity's good, food's good, car's good, everything's good, and at the end of the month you got like $22 for your $17 Netflix subscription too, so now you're down to like $3. You good? You both?
Good, man.
You good? Chilling. So hypothetical. COVID happens again. What do you do?
We weren't really affected by COVID.
Yeah. Okay. We go to war. What do you do?
Keep them guns out.
What happens if we lose the price of our dollar? Now all of a sudden our dollar is worth nothing. And now all of a sudden the dollar has gotten cheaper and now you can't pay those bills. Same work, same everything, same dollar amount, but now all of a sudden the dollar's less. You can't put it.
Move to Spain.
Make more money. But like this number was, like let's say this number was 60K, man, we were good. But now you're gonna like, inflation, now this has to be 75, but you don't have $75,000 worth of habits. You have $60,000 habits. So don't just tell me, don't just tell me you're gonna do more. If you were gonna do more, you'd have done it at 60.
You adjust, you find a solution.
Yeah.
Cool. You get older. Now all of a sudden you got less energy. Now all of a sudden, like your back starts hurting. So then you become like this roofer. We all know this roofer. Yeah. And now all of a sudden those 50 hours it took to get to 60K is really hard. What about, you got kids?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So now let's say we're at like 6-year-old birthday, man. 6-year-old birthday's chill. Then we got like Honda age. Then we got like SHSU age. Then we got baby age. Then we got wedding age. And now you're old. And you still gotta make 60K. Is that dream big enough? No. The reason it's not big enough is because the dream gets harder over time, y'all. We get older. I know I don't like to say it, but my beard's a little bit grayer than it used to be.
My hair is a little gray.
Hell yeah, that chocolate shake sticks to my ass a whole hell of a lot more than it used to. Cardio is a whole hell of a lot harder than it used to. So-and-so on bench press feels a whole lot heavier than it used to. It's not the same. So when we start talking about building a big dream, when we do Rolex, we do bills, and man, I went to Mexico for the first time the other day. Man, that was dope. Man, that was badass. I started traveling for work. Man, that's badass. Man, it's amazing. What if once again we didn't go on a metric that actually you can measure? See, what I do when I wake up every morning at 4 a.m., I love what I do so damn much that like my ass is up out of bed. And I'll do that till 11 p.m. And I'll do it 100 days in a row. And I won't get paid one damn dime. I won't be able to pay bills. And I won't be able to do that shit. But when I wake up, like, and I look in the mirror, I look back at the dude, and I love the dude because there was a time when I looked back at that guy in the mirror, and he was a coke addict and a druggie and couldn't handle himself and was not good in relationships and talked to my friends in ways that I didn't talk to myself correctly, and I didn't handle myself right. And it didn't matter how much money that I made, I was never at a point where it was good enough. You guys work at a roofing company that they hired a dude to stand up here and run his mouth, so hopefully you guys can do your job better on a Saturday morning. Like, guys, you guys have it good. You guys are in a scenario where you have a possibility to take care of your family, love what you do, be able to be around people that love you, want your better life, want you to be able to grow. And all you have to be able to do is build a big enough dream that when the time comes that one more door is actually the thing that you need to ring in your head, that you fucking do it. Don't knock on the door and you get in your car and you drive home, and whoever is waiting on you at home and they go, how was it work? I want you to start walking in and go, it was okay, but I didn't knock on that last door. And then at the end of the month, when there's more month than there is money, it's your ass. You didn't knock on the door. Own that shit. Build a big enough dream that gets you to be able to do it when it's not easy. I get up at 4 a.m. to get in my cold plunge every morning, whether I want to do it, whether I cried the night before, whether I'm crying that morning, whether I have enough money, whether I don't have enough money. I do it because it's the standard. It's I am the SEAL. E. E is next. E stands for education is a forever skill. Education is a forever skill. Education is a forever skill. The first question, I want you guys to start interacting. What the hell? Why did I call it a skill? What is a skill? Why is education a skill?
That's something other than adapt to.
First word.
Never stop learning.
Always. First word. Always. Always. Kobe is a good example. I'm going to talk a little bit about Kobe a little bit later. Kobe is a perfect example. Kobe did 4 practices a day. Y'all know that?
Yes.
Get up in the morning, do 3 to 5. You eat till like 7:30, chill. You go back 8:30, go from 8:30 to 11. Chill, go back 2 to 5. Chill, go back 7 to 9. 4 practices starting 18 years old. All of a sudden we do 5 years. You know what the rest of the NBA only does? 2 practices a day. So all of a sudden he's 23 years old and he's been doing 4 practices while everyone else is doing 2 practices. Is anybody gonna catch his ass?
No.
He played almost 20 years, a little over 20 years. 20 years, 4 practices. Do you think anybody is ever going to catch him? No. So if education is a forever skill, and it just means if you put in more, you get more, are you doing what it takes for you to become Kobe? Are you diving into communication skills in classes? If you don't know how to talk to people at the door, be able to take classes. Get on the internet, Google, YouTube, ask ChatGPT. Yo, how the hell am I supposed to sell a roofing person to someone who's 70 years old? How do you sell a roof to someone who's 45 years old, got 4 kids, single mom? Don't tell me you don't have the resources. You're just lazy, you ain't looked for them. Education is a forever skill, and if I'm the one out there, if I'm the guy who's knocking on the door and I'm out there doing education, after 3 years, do you think you're ever going to be the guy who ends up getting the Rolex or makes the 100K, or do you think it's the guy next to you who's been doing the education? You can get left behind just because the guy next to you is working harder than you. And you might be thinking you give it a 10. Your 10 is my 3. I'm going to leave your ass. You could be working your ass off and you don't got that many skills and you really haven't put in that much work. And Kobe has put in 15 years after you. Kobe's 3 is like your 99. Education is a forever skill that you have to understand everyone else is also on it. Where are you in the mix? And no one else is going to do it but you. Education's a finicky SOB. They can hand it to you. I can stand up here all day long. You and me, I can do this for a week. Woo, man, we can cover some shit. And you don't take a damn thing with you. This guy takes everything and he leaves you behind. In 3 years, you see on his social media, he's got everything that you wanted. It's your fault. Education is a forever skill. Why? Go to why. This is the you part. This is the no more action, but it's you. You. Y stands for you are capable of anything. You are capable of anything. You are capable of anything. 10 years ago, I got to a point where I was doing about an 8 ball a day. That's a little over 3 grams of coke a day. Very. I got to a point where I was still in college. I still had to go to practice. And then I was working at night because I did still have to be able to pay for the habit. So I was in bartending, so I bartended at night. And so when you get up at 7 or so in the morning, after drinking all night, you gotta go to class. You're coked out by 10 a.m. You gotta make it to practice at 2 p.m. You're way geeked by practice. How the hell am I gonna make it to the club to go to bartend? Do you think that person was able to stand up here and be able to share a damn thing of value with you guys?
Not at all.
But I believed this why back then. There was something in me that knew I wasn't the addict. I just couldn't deal with the shit that I was dealing with at that point. And I knew I was capable of anything, but I knew that the responsibility that came with everything. Spider-Man is a good phrase. With great responsibility comes, or with great power comes great responsibility, yes? If you are capable of anything, that means that the responsibility that matches is not easy. So if you want to be capable of anything, let's start throwing some things out, habits, and let's be open here. If you're currently waking up at 7 a.m., I want you to say, I'm currently waking up at 7 a.m. and I realize that I need to wake up at 5 a.m. So please start raising up, be vulnerable, raise your hand. What's a habit that you're currently not doing very well that you need to do better? And what is early? 7 a.m. is what you get up now?
Yeah.
What time do you want to get up? How are you going to do that? How? Alarm clock. Okay, so if we do the alarm clock.
Easy enough.
Yes, cool.
No, if be motivated, if it sets off at 5, I feel.
You gotta go to bed earlier?
Yeah.
Bingo. Come on, Kimba. Keep going. Yes, come on. Yes. You are capable of anything. You were just like, man, I want to set the alarm. Man, is that easy? You've done it already.
Yeah.
Just an alarm. Cool. You mean you do like 14 of them? Yeah, I got a lot. I got like the car payment bill on there, that alarm in there. I got like, everybody know about that birth control alarm. You'll know what that is. Yeah, everybody know about that. There's plenty of alarms. If it was the alarm, you do it. So what is it? What else do you need to do? You gotta go to bed earlier. Yeah.
You drink at night?
You drink at night?
Usually why people.
Yeah. What's your state of being able to go to bed? This, when I get home, this music starts and candlelight starts. These lights go off and candlelight starts. So no more fluorescent lights, one candlelight at night. This music starts. Get myself relaxed. Phone's gone. Yep. So now I just do reading. I'm taking in content. It's all of my readings done at
No
night.
TikTok after 8.
Yeah, no audio. Yeah. What about like for y'all live in relationships? Neither here nor there on my relationship, but back in the day, my wife used to like to talk about tough situations at night. Well, shit, that got me all jacked up, man. Going in to go sleep on that. How in the hell am I gonna do that? I'm gonna be laying there all night thinking about what my response should have been when I didn't say anything. Like, damn it, like I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep. So I then have a conversation with the partner. Hey, you have those type of conversations. When those in the morning, I'm not able to get to sleep. Yeah. So what else? You were capable of waking up earlier. What else? What about some sales stuff? Yeah. Sleeping. Yeah. How are you gonna sleep better? Yeah, you can get as early as you can start in the morning. So right when first sun is, you get up in the morning, you open your eyes, get first sunlight in the day. That starts your circadian rhythm. Starts being to get to a point when you get at night, your body starts realizing it's dark, you get tired, helps you sleep. There's tools. Yes, we will go over all those in the SOP. That is the shit that we'll be going over the next 6 weeks. It's not just gonna go warm and fuzzy. Woo, the guy with dreads said some shit, and man, it was great. No, we got 6 weeks of camp that we're gonna be learning these tools. How do you implement? How do you go through? What do you do? What else? Outside of sleep, what about some sales stuff? What are some goals?
A lot more doors.
Yeah, get yourself out there in the field.
Yeah. So I'm going to do currently write down the money equation. I want you to write these things down in your notes. So go ahead and put it in money equation now. Words, money equation. So let's do some equations. Somebody pull your phone out. $100,000 a year. A normal work week is 40 hours a week, yes? Let's do mainly 2 weeks of vacation. So let's say we're gonna work 40 or 50 weeks a year, so you have 2 weeks off. So let's do 50 weeks times 40 hours. 2,000 hours. Divide 100,000 by 2,000. $50. So $100,000 a year is $50 an hour. Yes?
Yes.
Be honest with yourself right now. Write down the number of hours that you currently waste on your phone every day. And be honest with yourself. Does your 9-minute poop turn into a 42-minute poop because you scroll? Be honest with yourself. How many hours are you wasting on your phone? Next, add the hours that you're wasting on Netflix or some type of TV. Multiply that current number right now, total number of hours, by 365. Total number of hours that you just came up with times 365. What is that total number? Throw me out some numbers.
2,400.
Cool.
2,535.
Multiply that number times 50. You are wasting that currently on phone or TV. There is your 100K.
You do that equation one more time.
Yep.
I was thinking.
Cool. So how many hours a day do you waste on your phone or TV? How many hours a day do you waste on your phone or TV every day? Multiply that number times 365. That's the number of days in a year. That gives you the total number of hours you are wasting in a year right now on your phone or your TV. Multiply that number times 50. We just established that's the number it would take to get 100K a year. That is how much money you are wasting. If you are making 100K a year, that is how much money you are wasting on your phone right now. You are capable of anything. It's right there. You're currently doing the time already. It's just doing TikTok. Or Grace and Frankie.
Or like consuming content, not creating it.
Or growing, elevating, or controlling your state, or connecting with your partner, or your kids, or your education. You have the hours, you just did what you're wasting on your phone, you have it. You are capable of anything. It's dependent on what you're actually going to do with those hours. O. O stands for own your relationships. Own your relationships. Under that, bulleted, I'm going to list relationships that I'm talking about. Your relationship with your intimate partner. Whether you have one or you want one, that is a relationship that we're going to talk about. Your relationship with your familiar, so not your choice, so like your parents, your kids. Those relationships. How about your relationships with your friends? Relationship with work, so that is coworker and boss. Relationship with money. Relationship with, I'm going to call them regulation tools. Regulation tools, drugs, alcohol, smoking, sex, all of those. Those are your regulation tools. What is your relationship with your regulation tools? Your relationship with yourself. You just set the 5 a.m. alarm and you're now on day 19 and pressing snooze. Your relationship with yourself. Relationship with discomfort. When I spoke about this one, when I was at this summit with Kimba, it was funny, like all those business owners, when I brought up cold plunge, they were all like, man, I'm going to do $500,000 a year and I'll work 100 hours a week and I'm going to do all this shit. And I was like, cold water. And they're like, nah, I'm good. Is that where it's at? Is that your relationship that's hard? Like, man, I'm going to knock on 500 doors, but you want to tell me to get some cold water, I'm out. Is that where your relationship with discomfort all of a sudden is that's too much? Or what about like your childhood trauma shit, like the shit that you haven't dealt with as a kid? Is that shit too hard for you to deal with if it's going to make your life better? Own your relationships. Why did I use the word own? Because it's yours.
We take control.
Keep going. It's yours. What else? Why? Why does that matter?
Because it's what's pertaining to you.
Okay, what else?
It's your responsibility.
Okay, so its well-being is what? So if it grows, it's yours. If it's gone, it's yours. How many of us are in relationships that currently tell their partner that it's their fault? If they would fix something, it would be better. Coworker, boss, intimate life. I just did friends. Like if she would just understand. And she's like, if he would just like. Man, if he would just knock on 100 freaking doors. What if that sales guy that like, he just freaking won't do it? Low key is actually my 22-year-old self dealing with an alcohol or drug addiction. He hasn't told you. His partner's having an affair on him. He's broke. He can't pay his car bill. His phone's about to get shut off. And all you're doing is telling him, fucking produce. That doesn't feel good. So if you're on the other one and you need something out of them and you go, when you could go, how can I help? How can I serve? If you own the relationship, and the relationship is good depending on what you give it. Stop putting it on them and go, how about I show up better and maybe the relationship will get better. Same with yourself. Man, I'm tired. I can't pay my bills. You know, I'm struggling. You know, the missus wants to go out and do something nice. Man, I want some nice dinners. I want some nice clothes. Cool. Actually, get up at 5 a.m. when you set the alarm in. Own your relationship with yourself. Own your relationships. Cool? Yes. You. Unmatched work ethic. Unmatched work ethic. Under unmatched, right? Unwavering. Unwavering. Unmatched work ethic. Why did I do unmatched first? I love that you brought Kobe up again. Kobe's my dude. So Kobe's it's a funny story. There's a gentleman. Kobe doesn't actually tell this story. There's another guy I watch on a podcast called Impact Theory, and the owner's name is Tom Bilyeu. He owned Quest Bar, like the ones at the gas stations, Quest. Yeah. You guys know how much he sold it for? $1 billion. Yes, husband and wife company sold it for $1 billion. So he sold his company and then started a media company. So he interviews this NBA guy. This NBA guy says, man, he's telling the story, and he said, man, I was playing the Lakers at the time, back in the day when Shaq was playing Kobe. So it's in LA, and so I show up, and I'm there 4 hours before the game. I'll go in, I'm gonna get some shots. He said I want to make 400 made shots before the game. Made shots. So maybe that's like 600 total shots, yeah? So he goes in, he's gonna do these shots, and he walks in, he's warmed up, and Kobe is already out there working out, sweating. And like, they talk about Kobe was doing, like his warm-up was like game stuff. So he's going, he goes, man, I go for about 90 minutes. Sweat, I go into the sauna, I'm getting ready for the game. Kobe, before he goes in, still is practicing. So he sits down, takes his shoe off, he's watching Kobe. Kobe practices for about another hour. The dude's like, damn, he was here before me. I worked out an hour and a half, and he stays another hour. He's like, it is what it is. Kobe drops 50 points on him that night. After the game, he goes up to Kobe, he's like, yo, Kobe, man, like, what's up? And Kobe goes, I don't mean anything by this, but like I saw you come in, and I wanted you to know that you are never going to outwork me. Yeah. I appreciate your effort, but you ain't ever going to catch me. And I'm going to put 50 on you and let you know in my house that this is my house. Kobe, what that means is he had a different game plan, because someone came in and was like, hey, I'm going to work out trying, beat Kobe tonight. He's like, bet. That's cute. Unmatched work ethic. And can you imagine if you started going out there and you were like moving like that? Oh, that's cute. You think you're going to catch me? Oh, you think you're going to match those doors? Oh, you think you're going to do this? Oh, that's cute. Y'all like go out to the local bar and y'all see your boys and like over there we're doing this like game of like the other roofing company, like we know each other, it's a small little, small industry. We're like, oh, geez. And they're over there and they're like, and you guys get to go, it's cute. But I just wanted you to know you're never going to match me. That like, as a dude, that like, down there, them are like, oh really? Them are fighting words, right? Because that's like that heart shit. You're never going to match my work ethic. Unwavering. Why did I put unwavering second? What does unwavering mean?
Not gonna change.
Cool. Yes. Consistent. Cool.
Can't be phased.
Cool. Yeah. So, as a human elevation and performance coach, I have that. You guys just look at my Instagram. Like I have that shit on my a bio. Like I am human performance coach. So everyone is looking at me in some form or fashion like I am fill in the blank human performance coach. If we go like 5 years, And then all of a sudden, on like the 5th year, you start seeing me like drinking, gaining weight, just not in a good place, just a mess, da 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 da. How valid are the 5 years prior? They're not. They're fake. One choice made everything else fake in my profession. So now if I don't continue to work or have the work ethic, unwavering work ethic, all of a sudden my credibility is questioned. What happens if like your work ethic is now all of a sudden connected to like your character? Shit. Now like I don't want to get up at 4 a.m. anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. But I said some shit on Instagram, so everyone's looking to see if I get up at 4 a.m. or 8 a.m. And guess what? They let me know. So what if our leaders are now getting to a point where they start responding in a way where they're like, yo, I know you talked about you wanted to hit those doors and everything. I know we were talking about it, but like, and instead of you getting like your feelings hurt, it's actually like, oh yeah, I said I was going to fill in the blank, and all your leaders are doing are holding you to that unwavering work ethic that you already said you needed to do. Does that make sense? Yes. So we've got BU. This is the U part. This is like the beginning actionary part before we can move forward. We have to establish this before we can dive into the human SOP of like tools, habits, and processes. Does that make sense? Everybody good on this? Yes? Now let's take like 5-10 minutes, get up, let's chill out, let's do our thing, let's take a break, and we'll dive in more.
Burritos,
Let's
okay?
go
Yes.
to the
We got burritos, and whoever wants a burrito, burritos over there.
I want a burrito.
Yeah?
Oh
my
Let's let our guests go first.
Oh, no.
Yes, because these
She
guys.
goes first then.
I feel like we're gonna eat all the burritos, because we're not gonna get it. Like a burrito.
Yes.
About 3 years ago.
Yes.
95% of his body starts thinking. Yeah, it's crazy.
So there's another video that I watched that he ends up telling his actual, how he actually gets picked up. And they don't show any of that shit in the movie. They make it look like it's like, oh, they just kind of pull up, and there was a whole nother mission to try and get him that was unregistered. Like, he said on the base, they asked him where they were like, who wants to go get him? They were like, hell yeah, we'll go get him.
It's like Chris Kyle, same thing. Yeah, it's crazy. There you go.
Yeah, I'll get some. What? You see what I'm saying?
Did you want a burrito? Let them get you.
Okay.
You haven't eaten today, though. You don't want one? Is it out there?
Get your right hand side.
What position?
Middle linebacker.
Woo! It's all good. Good. Hey, I'll run through with you, man.
Yeah, I didn't tell you straight.
Yeah, that was about it.
And then I got to a point where the other guy cracking heads with me,
Yeah, they're just a whole lot bigger too, you know? Like,
Running backs did not used to look like that.
No, they
Y'all
didn't.
are freak.
I thought, like back when I was in high school, I sat there and we got jumped up. I was in 3A like here in Texas. We got jumped up to 4A, so we started playing Harris and Community and all them. And those boys were big, and I was pretty good, you know. I hit that first running back. I bounced off him on the sideline. I was like, "Ooh, this is not fun."
I don't know where that.
Then you go to college.
They get that too.
And then those boys have been playing. It's like, man, this is not fun
Screen
at
time.
all.
There it is.
Linemen are
Screen
freak
time.
me out.
Oh yeah, I had my first lineman, my first varsity game ever. I was a freshman, and we went up against Argyle Christian, Argyle River. And this dude, I think his name was like Ben Haber or something. I'll never forget him. 6'5", doing a fully hard.
It's just,
I'm like a $180, you know, fresh out, freshman dog. Motherfuckers looking at me, I'm running. I'm like, yeah, this is not fun, dude.
Damn, bro, if I can use the multi